Hey, I just made it back to Gigafactory Berlin and I just met Albrecht, who's running the Twitter account Gigafactory_4, and he gave me some updates, and I just wanna give you those updates as well about what happened since I have been here the last time. And meanwhile you see my drone footage of today in the background. So the last time I visited Gigafactory Berlin here was actually 2 months ago, and back then I made a video which you can see here, which was about, well, groundbreaking has been announced and Elon Musk is coming to Berlin. Well, obviously all of this didn't happen. Elon Musk couldn't travel to Europe because of the travel ban, because of this entire Roni situation, and I found myself locked in a lockdown in Spain where I was traveling, and I couldn't travel anymore, and I was staying in Spain for some time, which isn't too bad actually, but obviously no way of going here and doing more updates. So now that I'm back in Berlin and the lockdown is slowly coming to an end, I went back here to the Gigafactory and see what's happening. And as you can see, not that much has actually happened, and there are a couple of reasons for it. So the biggest update here is actually that they are starting to build a couple of streets. But besides that, not much has happened, and there's a couple of reasons for that. So first, they found out that actually the sand here is not stable enough to make the building, so they need to dig some holes and plug some poles in there that could be actually quite long in order to stabilize the thing. And that could be, it needs a bit more of planning, and actually could also have some effects on the regulatory side that they need to get a sign-off for this once again. And this also leads to the second reason why there hasn't not been so much progress, which is that there needs to be a public hearing about, all of the environmental issues around the Gigafactory here and so on, which just has to happen but couldn't happen because of the Roni situation and the lockdown. So here there are some efforts of bringing this process online, and it may happen in May right now. So still hope that there could be considerable progress soon and the construction work could start, and that we may actually see the groundbreaking. And then there's another new development, which is that the protests are kind of slowly starting to cook again. Seeing some rumors in the WhatsApp groups with some of the people that are covering Gigafactory here. So we see that some of the protests now emerge around that there are actually the work equipment here needs to be refueled with gas, obviously, and that has happened on the ground here on the construction site, which the protesters say is not allowed. I don't know if this is all true or not, but there are certainly allegations happening right now. And it's up to the regulators to decide if there has been something happening like this, and if this is actually, a way of preventing the progress of going on further like this. Also, of course, the protesters are additionally not happy about the new poles that need to be plugged inside the ground here because they fear once again about the groundwater, that it may affect the groundwater somehow. So we can expect that there may be some new protests. Actually, there have been already some new protests happening, but we may see even more protests happening. So we don't really know what's happening in the near-term future. Lots of decisions are kind of on the verge of being positive signs, but could also turn out to be bad, and then possibly further delaying here the construction progress. But as I'm pointing out here in this graphic that was posted today by Tobias Lind, one of the guys who's covering the groundworks here, and make sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel and also to his Twitter account, shows that actually comparing to China, this process here wasn't actually that bad, and is still in time. Even though some people are starting to complain that, well, German bureaucracy has finally hit and it's all too late and all going the wrong way. So far we're still on track, so there is hope. And at the same time, we see what's happening in China. So check out my other video about live streaming that Tesla did in China, and also new footage of the construction works of the second phase in Gigafactory Shanghai. and sales numbers are up for Tesla. There's rumors that they are selling or getting 1,000 orders per day recently in China, which is massive. And also in Germany, Tesla sales are up against the trend. Same time, China economy is back, and also yeah, we see a upwards trend for car sales in general. So I'm generally optimistic here. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get new updates on Tesla in China and also on the factory progress here. I'm now going to fly the drone, and you can hopefully enjoy my drone footage. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoy this footage and this kind of coverage and you want to see more. And see you next time. Have a great weekend. And just before I could start flying my drone, Albrecht just called me, and he's like a little bit down further here, and he said he just yeah, smelled fire and smoke somewhere, and he used the drone and actually located a fire close by here. So there might be a little fire around the Gigafactory. I'm trying to check it out with the drone, so let's see if we have a little incident here. So in the end it took a while, but I finally located a fire, which seems to be far away in the forest, but nowhere close to the Gigafactory. I hear some sirens of the firefighters coming, so Albrecht, he alarmed them, but nothing serious, so no big story either. Time to relax, everything good here. And now packing my things and going back to Berlin. Now I'm actually closer and I can smell the fire, so have a look here. Okay, there seems to actually be a tiny fire, but fire rescuers is here. Obviously it doesn't seem too busy. Should be under control. Far away from the Gigafactory, which is over here. So should be all good. Maybe it's a bomb that has exploded. Fortunately, those guys have not been too keen on me filming here around, so hope you got something from the footage there, but as I mentioned before, it seems like a minor thing. So yeah, wow, what a day. First day back at the Gigafactory.